foul going against Seneca's own Hoyt. And this will be back to the Queens, and Quinteros on the ball on her side of the pitch. Remeke also out there as well for the Queens. Here's a touch from Cools. Quinteros tried to send the ball to the far side. She does, but unfortunately, the race path come up short for the Queens on that run from Corbin Fujimoto. Here is Lamakia, couldn't get that back, and now over it comes to Humphrey. Played through, pushed away by Ayaveri. And a 50-51, and now recovered by Alfred, back out to the near side. Hoyt. Pania. Now running down the near side, and Humphrey right there to usher it out, using her body to her strength, and this will be a goal kick. And Pania thought there should have been a foul on Humphrey. So Kotick now with it. Short route instead, as she'll play to her defender and Humphrey. Diagonal pass up ahead. This is going to be intercepted by Seneca, and here they come back the other way. Alfred. And back out to Rebecca Lee. And they'll play back out to the corridor. Looking to re-rack this position. Lee. Ayaveri. She's got Burke to her near right. And they'll play it back out, and a quick twist and turn by Hoyt. And this will be back over to Burke. Ayaveri. That ball gets given away back to Quinteros. Open space now. Marauding up ahead is the Queens. And this will be taken away by Rebecca Lee instead. And now, back to Quinteros, that is Sophia. And she'll get the ball back up ahead. And here comes a cross move. And into the box it comes. And that pass from Kulis did not find the intended target in Kalbfleisch. And this will go back over to the Seneca Sting. Seneca Sting looking to get back to the bronze medal game. Red Deer looking to be in that bronze medal game to make it an all-Western Canadian matchup against VIU. Remecki. Back out, Quinteros. Lovely turn by Quinteros. Couldn't get by Lee, though. Here's the other Quinteros. That's going to move forward. And Ayaveri, or Burke, that is, will go fetch the ball and look for options to work with Smith on her. Back over to Hoyt. Hoyt looking for options as she finds open space. And away goes Famali up ahead to the right side. And this will be pushed away. And now Seneca back on the attack. And comes over Kalbfleisch down the right side. This goes out of play for a throw in here for the Seneca Sting. Play back out to the final third. This goes out of play. Kalbfleisch could not get to it. And now we'll see how this plays out moving forward for the Seneca Sting on this throw-in coming up. Remecki. Up ahead to Quinteros. Trying to work their way through is Kowalchuk, and that will go back out. And racing up ahead, looking the afterburners over there is, and will be out of play, as that was trying to be won by the Queens on that play. It wasn't the case to be, as unfortunately for Kulis, she could not get that in time. Smith, Kulis, Kowalchuk. Back into open space, Quinteros, who should go for goal. She'll play the pass instead, and that goes back into the open territory. And with it now is Yo with it on the right side. Watched by Lamacchia, and this will be a crash of bodies. And slow to get up as one of the Seneca players. They'll play the advantage. Quinteros will let that go to play. This will be a throw in here for the Seneca Sting. And that goes over the head, and that was intended for Metcalf Simeone. And this will be a throw-in coming up here for the Sting. Play back in open space. Here's Alfred going for goal. And Kotick with the save. Juicy rebound, and she will recover in time as Pania was barging in without remorse, trying to get that goal to go through. Smith again. Back over. Here's Alfred. And a crunching tackle from Quinteros. This will be a free kick instead. And the referee saw otherwise. And this will be a free kick from a very prosperous position here for the Seneca Sting. Can they find a thunderbolt to finish now? It'll come at the foot of Famali, who had 7 goals during the regular season. Kadik now will have to get this properly here in focus. Famali, far post, header deflected away, and it goes over this time to Kalfesh. And knocked over is the Seneca Sting, and this will be another free kick again. Knocked over was Famali, and this will be a free kick again. And this will be from about 30-odd yards out from distance, central position nearly. And you wonder if Famali will go for a shoot-on-sight policy now with this opportunity at her feet once again. She'll play a short pass. Here's Alfred going with a low daisy cutter, and that will be out of play for a goal kick coming up for Kadik. And now this will be Kadik now with that play, and this goes over. And here's a play up ahead. Going is Kalfleisch. Down the right side she comes. Numbers in favor for Seneca, and that ball is repelled away by Ayavari, and this will be played back out into the open space once more. Kowalczyk's shot blocked. Quinteros. And that's given away. Here come the Sting the other way. And recovered again. Hoyt couldn't get that ball. Quinteros is at the circle. And given away once more. And it is going to be Famali. And numbers in favor for the Seneca Sting. Here they come. Through ball. Here's a chance off the line. Could this be for one? And a save with a forensic touch from Kadik. And keeps that 0-0. Remecki out there as well in support. But Kadik came through with a massive fingertip save, using the correct angle of her fingernails and preventing that from being a 1-0 lead. Pania keeping that 0-0. Pania didn't get much on that. She had the keeper dead to rights, but didn't get the required speed on that kick. Pania's header. This will play out to the captain of the team in Kulis. Quinteros. Diagonal pass. Finds a white shirt instead. Rebecca Lee. Ayavari. With it again is Pania. Try to get it around Remecki, and now it is Smith who play back to Kadik. Kadik, that is. I beg your pardon. And given away. Seneca now starting to put the press on the team in green. Quinteros breaking the press, going to the width of the pitch. And now back up ahead. And this will roll out for a goal kick, or for a throw-in, I beg your pardon, for Seneca. Headed by Alfred. That's over the head of Lamacchia. And Humphrey off for her position. And now racing up ahead, marauding down the near sideline, bucketing her way through is Hoyt. Hoyt in the final third, and Smith will not save it. Shot deflected. Humphrey with the instinctive telescopic leg extended to prevent that from being 1-0. Going to be a corner kick for the Seneca Sting. And now Seneca start to ask questions of Red Deer. An instinger coming in here for Seneca. Header, and it goes wide, near side. Lamacchia found the searching pass, but couldn't convert it in for a goal. Kotick. Remecki. Press again from Pania. Let's go back to Kotick again, and this will be played up ahead over the head of Smith. This goes out of play for a throw-in once more for the Seneca Sting, and it will be Hoyt. Quinteros will let that ball roll out for a goal kick for the Queens. So far, the majority of action has been inside the Queens' end through a quarter of an hour of play. And that's going to go off the ricochet. Metcalf-Simeona couldn't get that. And this will go out of play for a throw-in here for the Queens. So we're looking just to kind of break the tension of Seneca press. Looped up in the air. Only one player for Queens up ahead in that distance, and that's Coolis. And this will be played back into the circle, back out to Alfred, who's a little bit deeper in the line role as she is. Quinteros wins that 50-50. Smith will play the short pass. That had no steam on it. Recovered by the Seneca Sting. Hoyt now on the right side, being pressured by Coolis. Coolis now on her right hip, now on the left hip, looking for the help, and that will go back out to Iveri, who will play it into the no man's land territory, and it goes over to Lamacchia, and right there to save it was Yo, who had her back towards the pass, but turned in the right direction because right there was Metcalf-Simeona, who was in the area lurking with intent. Here is Udenberg. Back over to Diaco, who's in the game. She came in late in the matchup against Hunsik. And looking for the pass. Rebecca Lee. Alfred, Lee working the interplay around Quinteros. And the play on it goes. Long ball through, and that was too much depth on that kick pass to Metcalf-Simeona. And this will go back over to the Red Deer Queens. Played forward. Alfred can't get to it. This will go back out to the left side. In the final third, this will be out of play. This will be a throw-in for Yo and for the Red Deer Queens. And a whistle on the play, and this will stop it momentarily here. That's over the head. Alfred's got one hop. Quinteros puts it away. Kowalchuk protecting the ball. Back up ahead. Takes off the one hit. Rebecca Lee couldn't get that over. Smith does on the header. Lee gets the rebound back on the second attempt. She's knocked over. Free kick for the Seneca Sting. So Seneca will have the direct kick. Central position. They'll play the short opportunity now. Hoyt now. Launching one to the far post. That's high in the air. And a miscue, and out of play goes for a corner kick. As Kotick was caught in two minds. And this will be a corner kick for Lamacchia on the far side, and now they bring in the tall Centurions, the tall Dreadnoughts, Iveri being one of them, and we'll see how they'll mark her in this corner kick coming up. In-swinger through a maze of arms and bodies and legs, and this will be another corner kick here for Lamacchia. for the season. They had 82 corners, which was first in the OCAA. Loose touch, shot over the net. And that was coming off the foot of Pania, who skied one over the crossbar here in the 19th minute of play. Wind starting to pick up here. Getting a little bit chillier than before. Fujimoto, we've not mentioned her name as often in the first 19 and change of this game. And this will go out for a throw-in on the far sideline. And that's played back into the teeth, and this will be forced back out. Ayaveri. Udenberg. Here's Ayaveri. And that goes off of Kulis and back over to the Seneca Sting. Lamaki, I can't get to that. Here is Burke. Alfred. Beautiful pass to Hoyt. Down the right side she is. Hoyt. I guess Remecki, around her she goes. And Humphrey there to knock her over and push that ball at play for a throw-in. Showing no mercy is Jaden Humphrey. Showing the traditional, old-school center-back role. Headed forward this time. Takes a couple of bounces, and this will be pushed back up ahead. Here's Udenberg once more. Udenberg misplayed that ball momentarily. Kowalczuk on her. Our big part is Kalflesh on her. Long ball through. Burke finds Lamakia. This will go back out to Ayaveri. Right now, the real estate traffic has been inside the Red Deer territory. It has been very minimal flow towards the Seneca side. And you can just see the team in white starting to push forward with the number of bodies here. Rebecca Lee, whistle, and this gives a respite here for the Queens roster. Free kick coming up for the Red Deer Queens. Quinteros. Remecki. Back out it comes, and here is Jaden Humphrey. Smith. Beautiful twist and turn. Back out to Kulis on the left side. Could this be their chance now on the left wing? Kulis, Smith inside the box. Kulis taken away by the Centurion-like figure of Jordan Burke. And now help coming through from Pania, and she'll play it back out to Hoyt. Remecki. Quinteros can't win that back. Alfred does. She will launch one up ahead. Race now, step for step, and Remecki with the longer strides against Pania. And this will go back out, and this will be added play for a throw in here. And that will go out for a throw in again for the Queens roster. Here's Lee. Ayaveri. Udenberg. Lee again, closed out by two green shirts. Kowalczuk applying the pressure, back out to Ayaveri. Here is Alfred. Passing numbers monopolized by Seneca. Hoyt. Hoyt again. Kowalczuk will play back to Quinteros, who will launch one forward. And this will be back into the grasp of Diaco, who's had 2 or 3 touches max so far in this game. And now it is Kowalchuk. Kulis will veer back over. Yo with it. And this will be played back out to the far side. And this is up in the air, still going forward. And this is still up in the air. And back out it comes. Iveri wins that battle. And this will be a throw in here for Seneca. And a substitution coming in here for the Red Deer Queens. As Pierce Kowalchuk is done for the time being. And in the game will be Kaylee Clark. 1 assist this year. Started 7 games, played in 12 from Stony Plain, Alberta. Hoyt, or Berkey, big pardon. Alfred. She's been the link up so far, and she couldn't get that play to Pania. Alfred again. Here's Hoyt. Burke up ahead to the lead. And that's forced back out. To the far side comes to Fujimoto. And Fujimoto has that taken away from her this time by Famali. And this will go back out. That's deflected, and that takes a ricochet in favor of the Red Deer Queens. And now Seneca back on it on a 3-on-2. Working the numbers, working the angles is Metcalf Simeona. And that's taken away rather easily by the Queens, and now we'll go on to play by Quinteros, and this will be a throw in here for Red Deer. 25 or 26 minutes through, still 0-0 between Seneca and Red Deer. Quinteros over her body, and this will be a whistle, and they will have to. And there's a warning being given over to the Red Deer bench. An explanation here. And now a timeout given here. We're through 26 minutes of play here. 0-0 between Seneca and Red Deer. Stay tuned.
As you see, ladies and gentlemen, the pause in the game is due to official change on the sideline. We'll be back in moments. Thank you very much.
So official change there. Welcome back here to Seaway 3. 0-0 between Seneca and Red Deer here from game number 3 on day 3. And the final piece of the puzzles will be completed for tomorrow's action on the final day here from St. Lambert. This is the 2022 CCAA National Women's Soccer Tournament presented by Desjardins. We'll have an all-Quebec final tomorrow at 4 p.m. at Hunsik against Champlain. VIU has punched their ticket to the bronze medal game. They await the winner of this very matchup between Seneca against Red Deer, and the loser of this matchup will play Humber College at 10 a.m. in the 5th place game. And this will be back out, and here come the Queens. Perhaps this respite will help them in their trek forward. That's moved up ahead. Quinteros can't get to it from Alfred. And now here come the Sting going the other way. Long ball through. And Lamacchia try to get around Humphrey. Humphrey really quick, and that is a foul on Lamacchia as Humphrey was taken out by the ankles. Playing a really marshalling-like effort so far. Move forward up ahead. Here come the Sting, and this goes out of play. Play back down low. Here's Alfred on the right. Off the hand of Quinteros. Nope, play on, referee says. And this will be back out again. Alfred once more. Burke with it. Launch one down to the near side. Pania on her right. Lovely move around for Mecki. Smith back in protection. Into this 18 it goes. Headed away. Alfred's one hit. That is sent back to the DVP. And this will be a goal kick for the Red Deer Queens. Lamacchia, I beg your pardon, that is Pania, I beg your pardon. Back over to Hoyt. Pania tried to split through too, but couldn't get that cleanly. Played over the head, and a play goes. Off of Burke, and over it comes to Kalfleisch. Remecki with the throw-in. And that rolls out of play for another throw-in here for the Seneca Sting. Takes a ricochet out from Lamacchia off of Quinteros. Oh no, beg your pardon, it's going to be off of Lamacchia instead. Seneca thought that was off of Quinteros. Played forward. Here is Burke losing possession. Smith up ahead. She can't get to it off the pass from Koulis. Alfred. Iveri. Pania. 1v1 against Remecki. Back to Alfred, and she twists and turns and goes out of play for a throw-in coming up here in the 33rd minute of play. Launched up in the air. Knocked over is Humphrey against Lamacchia. Alfred again. Alfred. Lee. First move works. Second move doesn't go through this time for Fameli. And back out to Unenberg. Onside is Lamacchia as Remecki kept her onside. Lamacchia now going left to right. Traveling with intent. Here's the chance. Pania's offside though. And that shot hit the crossbar. Kotick now on it. Up in the air it comes. Here come the Sting once more. That's a missed kick. Played through. Famali's pass. Back into the circle it goes. Iveri. Pushing it back out to the far side. Played by Unenberg up ahead to Lamacchia. Monopoly possession has been in favor of Seneca. Looking to get this goal, perhaps a low kick, and Kotick with the save. She's been very busy in this first half. Give it up here. Here comes the Queens. It is Fujimoto on the right side, and didn't have the gas required as that went out of play. It was Unenberg still waiting for it to go out of play. There's like a curling shot out there, and Fujimoto wins that back with patience. Burke, calm like a Rolls Royce out there. Padilla finds the open space on the far side. Switch of play for the Sting. And Smith will be right there for the Sting. And here or for the Queens, that is. As you will play to it's Quinteros. Koulis. Quinteros. Hoyt applying pressure. Applied pressure by Smith is going to the play. We're 10 away from the 45. Quinteros. That ball cleared away by a miss kick. And Diaco was there to erase that misfire. In the game as well is Kaylee Clark getting her first real touches for the game. Lee wins that header over Clark. Part 2 again. And back up ahead it comes. Lamacchia can't get to it. This goes back out to the far side. Played it back over. And in it comes. Lovely turn. Giveaway. Here come the Queens. And Hoyt recovered. And Diaco right there. Right now, Queens has had the development of a play, but no finished product in the final third, though. And that goes out of play for a throw-in. Rumecki. That's up in the air. Played through, and here is Lamacchia's pass. Does not find the intended target. And now in a race for it is Burke, as she will let that ball roll out of play for a throw coming up for the Sting. Lee. Ivory. Diaco. Alfred. And the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here as the ball is dying at the apex of some of these kicks. Not a gale force, but definitely influential in terms of the ball in the airborne area of the pitch. That's a giveaway. Oh, and Smith tried to volley that in, but didn't get the right angle or weight on that kick. I mean, goal kick instead. Grace Smith, 8 goals during the regular season in the ACAC. Back forward. Padilla. Rumecki can't get to it. Padilla now dancing her way through in the center of the park. Padilla now dropping it back over to Lamacchia. Lamacchia going towards past Quinteros. And pushed aside by Humphrey. Unenberg. Switch of play. Here's Hoyt. She's had a very influential game so far. Back up ahead to Hoyt. Hoyt pushed off by Smith. Pushed off by Quinteros. And this will be a corner kick coming up here for the Queens. For the Sting against the Queens. And this will be taken by Famali. On her left foot. In swinger. Header, back post, and it went through a sea of white. Kept in by Unenberg. Unenberg part 2, second bite of the cherry. Back in, deflected. And a big save coming in from Kuddick on that play. Quinteros. Here's the other Quinteros in this, Stell. Smith. Twist and turn, does not work at that time. Smith will re-rack that ball back out to Keely Clark. Panilla's pass gets a return from Lamacchia. Panilla around Humphrey, but not around Quinteros on that pass intended for Lamacchia. Smith again tried to pull the dazzle, but couldn't get that cleanly and knocked over his lead. This will be a free kick instead for Seneca. Burke on the free kick, the captain of this roster. From about 40 yards out. That header goes to the far post. And that is kept in by Seneca. And this will be repelled by the Queens. And that goes out of play for a throw-in coming up here for Seneca. Oh no, it's going to go back to Red Deer. A good battle right there, won by Koulis Quinteros. Here comes Fujimoto Smith. Last touch for the 1-0 lead. And Diaco right there to ruin that party plan for Red Deer. Unfortunately for Smith and for Koulis, couldn't get the right angle from their foot, the boot, missing the leather of the ball. And Diaco right there to ruin that all. Let's play back up ahead. To the far side it comes. Coming through this time is Metcalf Simeona. Watched by Humphrey in a 1v1. To the left side they go. Metcalf Simeona can get that back. She does it the second bite, going for a goal, and that's blocked, deflected. Alpha right there, and that's pushed away by the corridor of the Red Deer Queens. Quinteros. Clark finds the searching pass, launched up ahead, and now a race for it. Udenberg will let that go into play for another goal kick here. 42nd minute of play from Seaway 3. 0-0 between Seneca and Red Deer. That's launched on the diagonal pass. Remecki trying to win that ball back and will not do so. It's going to go back over to Panilla and play that to Alfred on the near side. Alfred turning against Quinteros, and this will be a corner kick coming up for the Sting. You feel like a goal is in the works with a little less than 3 left in the 45, plus the additional time, which will be added due to the stoppage of play for the referee. Famali will have a chance to do so. In swinger. Pushed away by Remecki. Famali, will she get a second chance at this? She will get the possession. Through ball, offside, Hoyts. And it'll be Yo who will have the possession, and back out it comes. Here is Jaden Humphrey. And she'll move it back a few more steps. Alfred Lee. Udenberg. Udenberg goes by one green shirt, finds the opening hole, and now a shot from distance from Lamakia. Pania can't get to her. Mecki right there, and that's swept away by Queens, and this goes back out. Burke out of play off of Fujimoto. And there's an explanation right now with Remecki along with one of the Seneca players. Here's Pania. Quinteros knocking it over. Alfred's pass, and that will go out of play for a goal kick. Smith. Giving it away. Here's Alfred again. Try to get that ball to Lamakia, but it goes back the other way. Koulis. So 5 minutes of added time in this first half. And now we will see how this plays forward for the Sting. Seneca moving forward once again. To the near side it comes. And this will go out for a throw-in for the team in white. Pania. That's one through again. Launch forward by Quinteros. Smith by Fujimoto. Koulis. Clark looking for help. Finds it in Remecki. Closed down, and this will go back out, and Smith will lose it back over to Hoyt. And here's Burke being pressured this time by Koulis, and they win that press. Smith now in the final third. And Hoyt will erase that. Padilla. Working their way through, and this will be taken away by Quinteros. And back forward it comes for the Sting. Here is Lamakia. Dancing this way, that way, going through, tried to find the open player in Metcalf Simeona. And this will be a throw-in for the Seneca Sting as we are in the first minute of 5 of injury time. Alfred. Quinteros back up ahead. Koulis. And now a race for it. Diaco well off her line. Alfred can't get that. Played up ahead to the near side, and here comes the Sting. Pania looking for options. Remecki on her. Going behind the back. Played back out, and here is Hoyt. Hoyt working the numbers. Alfred back to Hoyt. Onside is Pania, and this will go back over, and out of play it comes for another throw-in for the Seneca Sting. Lovely footwork by Lamakia. Has space. Through ball was too much. And Kadek was right there to take that away. But 2.5 left in this 5 left. 2.5 left in the 5 minutes of added time. Hoyt tried to bedazzle her way through. This will be back to Burke. Hoyt couldn't get by Smith. Seneca chips it up ahead. Lamakia. Lamakius bamboozled 2 green shirts and gives it back over to Burke. And Smith will recover that ball for his Red Deer. And here comes Koulis. She's at Fujimoto on the overlap. She plays on the switch of play, and this will go over to Udenberg. And right now, the possession monopoly has been in favor of Seneca. The quality chances have been in favor of Seneca. Seneca has led in the tail of the tape, but unfortunately for them, it's still 0-0. Tripped up, loosened up, and this will go back over to the Queens. Quinteros. And the Quinteros connection didn't work as well, and now in the last minute of the 5. Played up. Remecki. Smith with an unorthodox sleep. Now turning it back over. And here comes Humphrey. Played through. Smith miskicks that one. Now Smith evades 2 white shirts, evades Alfred. And here's Quinteros. And she got hit in the knee. And she's slow to get up. And she might have taken a shot to the knee, and hopefully this isn't too bad for her. As we definitely are in the final 5 here from Seaway 3. So Estelle Quinteros down on the pitch. Her left knee, she took a shot to it, but unfortunately the severity, we're not sure what it is, and hopefully it's not too bad. So they'll end this half 0-0. Seneca, Red Deer. Stay tuned for second half action. Bronze medal trip on the line for both schools. Welcome back here to halftime of Queens and Sting. It is Red Deer. It is Seneca. 0-0 after 45 with 45 to go. Winner will have a date with VIU tomorrow afternoon for the bronze medal. And the loser will have a dance with Humber College at 10 a.m. for the 5th place game here from Seaway 3. And it'll be Red Deer who will get things underway, going left to right. Seneca right to left for this second half of action. 45 minutes left, perhaps PK's involved. We saw that in game number 2 with Humber against VIU, and VIU prevailing over the Hawks. And now we'll see if it will be the Queens or the Sting of a Queen in Seneca coming through. And with it now is Quinteros. And trying to see out here if Estelle Quinteros is out there, and it appears for the timing she is not. And they've brought in some fresh legs coming through this time is Erica Navarro. Navarro still on ball, and that is going to be play on. Back to the lead to the far side it comes. With it for the first time today is Darian Ryan, who had a substitution appearance yesterday against Ahunsik. Hoyt, Ryan trying to split through Smith and Koulis, and that is won by Red Deer. And here's open space. Could this be the chance coming in for Red Deer to the final third it goes? All right, Very and Ryan both there, and this will go out of play for a throw-in. So a good start for the Red Deer Queens. Thrown here for Remecki. Played through. Now to the near side it comes. Panilla's pass will go over the head. And now it is Alfred on the miscue from Humphrey. Alfred now to the wide side she goes in a 1v1. Play the ball into the box. Lamacchia in the one touch. Lamacchia will sky one towards the highway. This will go out of play for a goal kick. Here's Unenberg. That 50-51 by Fujimoto. And Iveri using her telescopic legs to get that ball back. And a throw in here for the Red Deer Queens. With it now is Navarro. Back over to Navarro. Alfred can't get to it. Remecki now to the far side she comes. Played through. Koulis dancing her way through. Back over it comes to Clark. Quinteros looking for options, and that will deflect through and played back over once again, and it is Lee, and she'll play over to the right side of the attacking intent, and here's Lamacchia in a 1v1. Into the middle she goes, going to the switch of play. Ryan racing and will come up second on that ball down the end line. And the goal kick coming up for Kotick. That's played through. Open space now for Alfred. Through ball. Ryan will not get to it. That go out of play for another goal kick here for the, or thrown here for the Red Deer Queens, that is. And to open space it comes, and it finds a queen, and this is Fujimoto. Another long ball through, and right there's Burke. Hayaberi. And back in to Navarro. Showing some fancy footwork. And back over in a turn by Koulis, and this will be launched back over to Remecki on the far side. Ryan on the rebound. Ball from Famali, and this will be played back into the teeth of the formation of the positioning and given away once more. Famali. Ryan. Alfred. Famali again. She's picking up pace. Famali goes to the right side. Shot! And it goes over the net. Twisting this way, that way. The lace through the leather was not at the right angle that she desired. And a goal kick here for the Queens. Clark's pass. Famali looking much more imposing than before in the early part of the second half. That's played through, and this is going to be won by Alfred, and this is going to be a foul on Queens, and this will be a free kick for the Sting. And this will be a chance for Hoyt and Burke to start congregating on who will take this free kick. As Burke makes her way through, Famali out there as well. She wants it. She deflects Burke from the equation, and this is from about 35 yards out. Kadik now trying to get her line organized properly. Famali going for goal. And that went off the edge of the crossbar of the football uprights. In fact, the ball is still on the net. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Queens. Back out for a throw in here for Yo. Lee using her ingenuity with the back. Here's Famali. Could this be a shot? Deflected by Humphrey for a corner kick. Seneca starting to really buzz around the Queen's nest. And can they get themselves a goal here? Famali will be the one who will take this corner kick. And this will be the in-swinger coming in from her foot. Lamakia in the 6 for Seneca. Header punched away. Kotick with that. And this will be back over to the Queens' possession. Launch back over. Lee can't get to it. Playing into the circle once again. Punia's pass. Pania's pass, that is, that will go through. Ryan cannot get that last touch from Alfred cleanly and play back out to the far side. Clark loses possession. Pania wins it back. Tried to feed it over to Ryan, and this will go back out the other way. And away come the Queens. Threw a ball up ahead to the left side. Trying to cut against the grain is Kulis. Remecki will lose it back over, and this will go out of play for a throw in here in front of the Red Deer bench. Played back out to the open space. Clark can't win it. And now back out to the near side it comes. And this will roll towards the touchline out of play. And this will be a throw in here for the Queens. That goes to a sea of legs. And now Alfred on the jog. And it will be Yo on the sprint. And Odenberg will be the one who will throw it in. And a crash and a foul, and this will be against Lamakia. She knocked over Quinteros. And this will be a free kick coming up here for the Red Deer Queens. Quinteros on the near side. Taken away by Seneca. Here is Lamakia. around Yo. This goes out of play. This will be a throw in here for the Sting. Lamacki on the left side. Launching one, and this will go out of play for a goal kick. Clark. Remecki. Back over it comes to the far side. Here's Quinteros. Can she be the engine of this attacking line? Yo, looking for options to work with. She'll split through two Seneca Stings. And now we'll go through a third Sting and avoid the fourth Sting and back out to Remecki as she circles back to her position. Koulis. Turning, twisting. Koulis, Lee, battle. Navarro knocking over Lee, and this will be a free kick for the Seneca Sting. Back out to Ryan. Quinteros will pirouette her way through. Iveri with the long kick. Second header from Yo. Given away. Here's a shot from goal and a save. Rather easy consequence for Kotick from Pania's shot. Udenberg with it. Splitting through, that's given away, and a free kick now for the Seneca Sting. Lee looking to take this ball. Burke, far side. Hoyt. Famali. Hoyt again. Ryan to her immediate right. Hoyt to Ryan. Ryan, will she launch one into the box? She does. Over Alfred's head. Still alive. And back out is Smith. And cleared away by Yo. And right now, Seneca has literally barricaded the Red Deer possession inside their territory. Beautiful ball, 2-on-1. Pania cannot get that ball to Lamacchia. And this will go out for a throw in here for the Sting. Udenberg. That ball's repelled away by Quinteros. Back out, stolen by Fujimoto, and up ahead it comes. Here's a ball to Koulis, and there's three white shirts around. That opens it up here. Fujimoto for goal, and a save by Diaco on the one hop. First shot on target for the giveaway. Almost nearly Iveri right there, as Koulis was right there. And the Queens partisans really going forward here, and it appears Smith took a shot. And we'll see if this will be a card administered. Lamacchia. And a free kick coming up here for Quinteros. Could this be the moment here for Red Deer? They've taken their punches from Seneca. All they need is one goal for the lead. Quinteros on the right hash mark. Surveys, looking. Didn't get past the first line of defense. Takes a trick shot through. And Burke will push it back out. Ryan now in chase with Remecki, allowing that ball to go to play for a throw-in. And that's given away. Seneca now back on the prowl. And here's Alfred. Yo will usher that out for a corner kick. And you know what, Shanice Alfred anywhere around that ball. She is definitely a poacher of goals. 12 during the regular season for the Seneca Sting in the OCAA. And this will be a corner kick coming up for Famali, as now the dreadnoughts of the Seneca Sting, Iveri, Udenberg, the ships making land right now with where they're positioned inside the edge of the 6-yard box. Finale, the left footed, this will be the in-swinger. Header, loose ball, and Caddick right there. And she'll punch it back up to the circle. That goes over, and here is Kulis. She might have touched it with the hand, and she did indeed. And now substitution coming in for Seneca. Coming in will be Mustafa, and it'll be Ryan going off.
Substitution. Out of the game, number 24, Darian Ryan, and into the game, number 16, Gianna Mustafa.
And it's a free kick here for Burke. Half an hour to go in this game. That goes around and now plays back out to the far side. It is Clark on possession. And this will be played back over. It is now Hoyt on possession. Alfred. Famali, twisting, turning, play on, referee says. And now Iaveri comes in there. That's pushed forward. That's given away. That's back out into open space. And now it is going to be over to the Queens. And this time it is Kalpfleisch who will usher that ball out to Remecki. Remecki now trying to keep it in out of play and not give Seneca any chance. Again, like a curling shot, that ball just curled in, not out. Play through. Kulis. Knocked over, and this will be an ankle breaker right there. This will be a foul against Kulis, and this will be a free kick for Seneca. 0-0. And now the training staff will come out for Seneca. And now a good situation here for the Sting. This game brought to you by Kahunaverse Sports Group, the official retailer of the CCAA National Championships and presenting sponsor of all the CCAA All-Canadians. And For Imprint, the presenting sponsor of the player of the matches. And Huddle, the official CCAA film exchange partner of the CCAA. And Derby Star, the official soccer ball of the CCAA National Championships. So stoppage of play right now. There is an injured Sting on the pitch. And you have to wonder now for Seneca, they'll have to make a change coming up. The concern now for this thing is the injury suffered by one of their players, and we still cannot ID the number yet. And it looks like it is number 13, Famali, who got hurt. And that is unfortunate for her because she has definitely grown into this game with the gutso and instincts. Almost a sonic boom-like influence in the second half. And now you have to wonder if she's run her race. And that would be a terrible loss for the Sting to lose her and her creation and creativity as being the link-up for a lot of the attacking intent so far from Seneca in this half. Burke on the free kick. Koulis back with it. And now this goes to Udenberg. Lamacchia taken away by Yo. And back out it comes to Fujimoto. Fujimoto on the ricochet. Navarro. Udenberg will win that ball back. Here's Lamacchia. She's got space to work with. Lamacchia cutting it again. Lamacchia knocked over by Yo. Free kick coming up for the Sting. Free kick from a very prosperous position here. And this from about 24 yards out, give or take. And this will be taken. Unfortunately for Malley was not there, but it'll be Lamacchia who will take this chance here. Lamacchia during the regular season had 9 goals, 4 assists. And now for Lamacchia, can she get this opportunity here to get a goal? A 3-person wall here for the Queens. Lamacchia going for the far corner, and it goes over the net. It took off, it never landed. Here is Smith. Smith again. Up ahead, and now space to work with. Koulis. Back over. Fujimoto. Kalfleisch, a crash of bodies, and somehow the Seneca Sting get back to the ball. Quinteros can't win that yet, and that is won by the Sting, and this time won by Padilla, and back over it comes. And taken by Ramecki. Played forward up ahead. Here come the Queens. They got a 3-on-3. If they work it properly, they won't this time. And Burke will launch one back up ahead. Lamacchia all by herself. Lamacchia trying to turn. She does. She's fouled. Play on. Lamacchia with the quick feet. Going at it all by herself. Alfred opening the seam. Lee. Navarro closing her down. And this will be back over to Hoyt. And offside is Bonilla. A little more than 23 minutes left in this game here. 0-0 between Seneca and Red Deer. And you wonder now if the dreaded term of penalty kicks will make its presence or make an appearance. It did twice for Humber, and they went 0 for 2 this week. VIU beating the bronze medal, and Champlain beating the gold medal because of the 0 for 2. Smith. And that's taken away. Seneca and a tug and a hook. Udenberg called for the hook. And now Lamacchia has it on the left wing. Going for goal and a wide near side. And this will be a goal kick coming up here for the Queens. Up over, and this will be played back out. Throw in here for the Seneca Sting. It will be Hoyt. Lee with it. Lee will lose it. Hoyt will recover. Back out, lovely move. Here comes the Sting the other way. And that is stopped as Famali back in, which is good news. Loose ball into the 6, and a 1-0 lead. Lamacchia was not going to miss that inside the 6. and a 1-0 lead and a potential passport to victory here for the Sting to get themselves the go-ahead goal. A peach of a finish for Lamakia. And she doesn't miss those often, and that was a clinical finish by her. 1-0 lead. 70th minute play here from Seaway. What does Red Deer have now to get back in this ball game? They will have to really take some adventurous moves, and this is a giveaway. Here's Lamakia. She starts to fizz. Lamakia going for goal, and a save by Kotick. Loose ball, and right there's Alfred inside the sharp angle. Deflection, loose ball again. Still alive for the second shot. No, get cleared away by Queens, and back out it comes to Lee. Lee, wide side, Lamakia, and she miskicked that one. Right now, Red Deer on their heels, and is feeling the pressure, and this will go back out to the end line. And on the play goes, as Seneca thought they had a second goal in their cards. And that will not be the case. And a substitution here for Seneca coming in the game will be
Seneca out of the game, number 13, Francesca Tanya. And now entering the game, number 22, Raymond Edwards Vidwall. Here we go, Queens! Let's go, ladies!
that's played over. Edwards Dudall now can't get to that, and this will be played back out in 10. Unenberg. Unenberg again. One by Smith. One by Unenberg. Back over it comes to Mustafai, and now
Buddha Singh, Seneca goal. That is into Shabina, her second of the championship. Scored by number 4, Olivia Lamakia.
and back out over to Remecki.
Of play, 1-0 score.
And now it is all for the trail of Red Deer. They have to get themselves a tying goal to force PKs. Otherwise, we are going to be locked into a VIU Seneca rematch from day 1 on day 4. And that will go out. And played out to the far side it comes. Fujimo knocked over. And that's given away. Alfred wins that back. Here's a 3-on-3. Seneca is buzzing. They're moving. And up ahead to the right side. Coming through, Remecki trying to take away Padilla. And back in, and this goes out of play for a corner kick. Could they find a second goal here, Seneca? Loose ball, deflected widthwise. And back over to Lamakia, and there'll be another corner kick coming up here for the Sting. Lamakia back on it. Far away, header, and it goes wide. On the near side, Unenberg was the target marker, and this came up wide. And back up ahead it comes. Back through. And this will be popped up in the air. Unenberg will usher it back down. And this is given away. And now here come the Sting. It is now Padilla will let that roll out for a goal kick. And a slip right there. Here come the Queens. This could be a chance for them with a 3-on-3. Fujimoto. Through ball, and it goes right to Hoyt instead. Clark can't get to that. Slide tackle, that should be a foul. It'll be a free kick here for the Queens. And this time, and now a free kick center stage. Center stage now for these Queens. This will be a 4-person wall for the Sting. This is definitely an opportunity here for Red Deer to come through. Quinteros on the ball. Quinteros now eyeing up the kick. It is going to be either glory or bust for her on this play. Quinteros. It will be bust. Didn't get the degree of delivery correct, and that ball kept on going over. Quarter of an hour left in this matchup. And now a light sprinkle coming through here from Seaway 3. Played up ahead, and this is going to be taken by Remecki, and this will go out of play for a throw in here for this thing. Seneca in no hurry at all to give Red Deer any possession. And this will be a throw in coming up here for the Red Deer Queens. Play back through. This will be chipped up ahead. And now to the near side. Here's Lamacchia. Lamacchia around 1, around 2. Lamacchia going for the shot, blocked by Quinteros. Lee has it. Lee going for the shot, and right there is a save by Kadik. And that will be lost away by the keeper from Red Deer. Fujimoto. Back out to Smith. And that's pushed away out of play for a throw in here for the Queens. And that goes out of play for another throw in. Kaylee Clark will throw it back in. Fujimoto can't get to it. And now pressure coming in. Kadik will take it away. As we're in the final 12 of this game. Play back out. Remecki. Miss hit from her. And she will get back on the second bite. Giveaway. Here's a chance here. 2-on-1. Coming through. Bonilla. Taken away by Humphrey. The last line of defense, if it wasn't there, we might be looking at a 2-0 lead for Seneca. That's pushed forward, and Kadik will get to it first. That's headed back down. Quinteros up ahead to Smith. Smith down to the near side to Clark. Smith, again, beautiful passing by the Queens and back up ahead. This is going to go forward. Alfred can't get to it. Ayaveri does. She now pushes forward as she'll bring a scenic route up ahead to the pitch. That pass deflected by Remecki. Padilla can't get to it. And now back to Padilla on the right side. 4-on-3, and this will go for a corner kick. And now a chance to get themselves an insurance policy goal right here, perhaps. Header. And this will be played back out. And this will be a throw-in once again for the Sting. Looking for a second goal to put this game away. Head over the hills. Dry within the wind. VIU awaits either Seneca or Red Deer. And this will be played back up again. Iveri. Header. Lamacchia now in chase. Down to the near side she goes. Lamacchia in a 1v1 trying to find out some options to work with. Lamacchia will launch one in. Over and cleared away. And this will go off for a corner kick for Lamacchia once again. They're in no hurry at all. Take this corner kick. Inside 10. Lamacchia. Fired in. Deflected away. Repelled by the Queens. And this will be another throw in here for the Seneca Sting. Unenberg. Quinteros. Quinteros again. Putting one up ahead. And that goes over, and this will be a crunching clash of bodies with Navarro and Lee. And here's a free kick coming up here for Burke. And that goes through, and Caddick right there. Giving away, loose ball coming through. That ball kicked right to Caddick, and this will be right into her hands once more. Red Deer need to come up with some game plan here. And now Alfred, who's played a deeper line role than before, really has been influential with her link-up play. Here's Hoyt marauding down, and she's met by Remecki. Alfred again, turning back over, and here comes over to Burke. All right, I very beg your pardon. Unenberg, through ball, Lamacchia there. Lamacchia will take a one hit, and now will roll out of play for a goal kick. '83rd minute of play. 6 to go in this matchup. This is not where Red Deer want to be, hemmed in their own territory. Lamacchia. And this will be a free kick here for the Red Deer Queens. Quinteros. Now looking for a long kick up ahead. Quinteros looking, changing the direction, the positioning, hesitating, plays it short to Smith. Smith will give it back over to Quinteros, and this will go out of play for a throw-in. Headed back over. Lee. Here's Alfred. She's got space. Alfred going for goal and wide left. Given away. This could be a miscue right here. A blush of moment cleared away by Humphrey. Dowdle was the one who got it and couldn't get that to go through for a second goal. Burke forcing that up ahead. And this will be kept alive, and a quick thinking play from Kadik, because Daniel was right there, and it could have been 2-0. 5 to go in this game before added time. Over the head, here's Lamacchia. She's up ahead, over, and a well-played move coming in from Kaylee Clark. It's starting to now rain a little bit more than before. And a chance to put this game away. Lamacchia with the corner kick on the near side. Header, back post, and missing Avaria, and this will be a goal kick instead. Red Deer have not penetrated through to the deeper part of Seneca's territory in quite a while. And that's played by Hoyt. Back out it comes. Here's Hoyt again. Lee. And that's pushed forward. Avaria out there, and she is in complete control, being a Rolls Royce for this Sting's back line. Save through. Panilla's pass. Hoyt racing down. This is a 4-on-3 for the Sting. Hoyt approaching the end line. Hoyt stopping. Hoyt looking for help. Humphrey forces it back out. Panilla's pass. And that will be played back out. And here is Navarro. And Navarro's knocked over. This would be a throw-in for the Queens with about 3 minutes or so left in this matchup. Navarro. And right to Tiaco, who will fall on it like it is a baby falling from the second floor, which we hope never happens. And now with it, the Sting coming through again. Bonilla, Hoyt, Alfred. Could they find an insurance policy goal to kill off the Queens in this situation? And now this could be it. Into the box it goes. Back in. Daniel, well defended. Fujimoto saving a potential second goal here for Seneca. And now a lifeline given to Red Deer and a substitution here coming in for the Sting.
Number 22.
Vanessa Gulo coming in.
Now coming into the game, number 20. Vanessa Gulo.
And going off will be so Gulo in the game with 2.5 left, making a cameo appearance in this matchup. And that's all they want from her. They don't want to go to PKs at this juncture. Lee. Alfred threw a ball and almost deflected to the net. Loose ball. And Kotick was right there, along with Humphrey. And you wonder now for Red Deer if they have anything left to get a chance on net. It feels like now the Seneca Sting have put a vice grip on this game and have really taken control of the narrative. And that is launched forward. Back out to the far side it comes. And now a goal kick here for the Red Deer Queens. Kotick knows there's not much time left here. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need to get a tying goal. Do they have it in their bag of tricks to do so? And that won't be the case.
Leave it all on that field tonight, girls. Let's go!
Throwing here for Hoyt. And now back into the open space it comes. Trying to work their way through Seneca. It is Mustafa. That's given away. Fujimoto loses it. And back with it is Seneca. Down to the near side it comes. Gulo's pass to Lamakia goes out of play. We are now in the 20 final seconds of the 90. Whisked away, out of play goes, and this goes back over for a throw-in for Seneca. And they are in no hurry at all. And the added time left to be played is 4 minutes. 4 minutes to save their hopes for a bronze medal is the Red Deer Queens. Yo's pass, Navarro in race. And right there is Hoyt. Trying to get that ball into play, and it does. And a goal kick coming up for the Sting. Or will this be a free kick? Will this be a free kick instead? Burke will take her time. And we are looking at a rematch from day one. VIU Seneca. Pressure from Diaco. And that's given away. Burke off her shoulder. Hold on a minute here. This may not be over just yet. A long shot through. Still in play it is. Fujimoto now racing for it. And this will go out of play for a throw-in for Seneca. And for VIU, this will be, if it does hold, the third game of 4 against an OCAA opponent. Seneca twice, Humber once. And they played St. Boniface as well. And back out it comes. Here's a throw-in coming up here for Caitlin Clark, I beg your pardon. Alfred. Lamakia has put in a hard, long effort today. We're about 90 seconds through the 4. And Pania's pass from Lamakia was too much. And this will be a goal kick coming up here for the Queens. Down to the final 2. It's either a bronze medal trip for Seneca or we're going to PK. If Red Deer finds a tying goal. Loose touch here. Here come the Sting the other way. They're going to look at the circle around the wagons. Gulo. That's taken away by Navarro. And that will go back out. And they're going the wrong direction now with this final act coming through as we are in the final minute 30 of the 4. And this will be a corner kick. And there is no urgency at all for Seneca. And now they'll play the short kick. Alfred killing off valuable seconds. Alfred, again, no penetration from Queens. And this will be a throw in the deep third. And that will go out for another corner kick. And you just feel like the resignation now is on the desk for Red Deer, that they may not be able to get another sniff towards the Seneca end unless they are able to get this ball moving forward. And now we're in the final 40 seconds of the 4. Padilla. And that'll go out for a throw-in, and this will be Seneca ball. Seneca VIU Part 2. It is looking more likely than before. And now we'll see what happens. 20 seconds left of the 4. This is the last roll of the dice here, and it won't be the last roll of the dice. Lee will put it back out to the far side, and it comes over. And this will go out to the corner stick once more, and we are definitely at the 4 minutes here. And that is it. Seneca have booked their trip to the bronze medal game in a rematch against VIU from day one. And Red Deer will face Humber College tomorrow morning in the 5th place game here from Seaway 3. And that'll wrap it up here from day 3.
10 a.m. tomorrow in the 5-6 game. President New Zealand player of the game presentations, followed by player of the game winning team interview.
And that'll wrap it up here from day 3 of competition. And the Seneca Sting. I'll embrace Diaco and her efforts. Welcome back here. 1-0 win for Seneca over Red Deer. Seneca now will play for the Bronze against VIU tomorrow at 1 p.m. And Red Deer will be playing Humber in the 10 o'clock 5th place game here from Seaway 3. So a win by the Seneca Sting. The OCAA runner-ups will have a chance to go home with a medal tomorrow. And that will be a sweet bus ride down the 401 to Toronto, unless VIU has other plans on having a nice plane ride back to Nanaimo with the bronze around their neck. And now the player of the game up for announcement, and here they come. Seneca to our left, Red Deer to our right. And now the presentation coming up from Robert Shaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the player of the game presentation, brought to you by Four and Print. Please welcome Ronnie Wilson, Manager of Programs and Events for the CCAA. Here's the match player of the game from Red Deer. You know, number 9, Alicia Cools. From Seneca, number 8, Faith Hoyt. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please make some noise for both teams? Faith, come join me for a couple questions after your picture.
Red Deer showed a valiant effort here at the Nationals. And Seneca will move on to the bronze medal. Red Deer will play for the 5th place here from Seaway 3.
All right, I'm here with Faith, your player of the game for Seneca. So Faith, I know this is the medal you guys are going for, but how does it feel? You're now fighting for a chance to win for bronze tomorrow, so how does it feel? Perfect, sounds good. And one more question for you. How do you prepare in this kind of games when you have 4 in a row in 4 days? How do you guys prepare for this? And the rain may be coming tomorrow, so how do you guys take that into account?
With the weekend,
Thank you very much, Faith.
So there you have it, day 3 complete. As we are now into day 4 tomorrow, final Saturday. It is going to be the 5th place game. Humber against Queens, against Red Deer. Bronze medal game, Seneca against VIU. And then the gold medal game at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Champlain against Hunsik. We'll see you tomorrow This is the 2022 CCAA Women's Nationals presented by Desjardins. Have a good evening. Bye for now.